Hey there, it's Dina from IDon'tGetItTutoring.com. Today we're going to be going over the basics of a function. It's really important that you know the definition of a function and what it is because this is really important going forward in algebra and in the future in calculus statistics as well. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so it's crucial, absolutely crucial, that you know the definition of a function. Basically, a function is each input has one output. Now, what's an input and what's an output? I've never heard these words before. Well, basically, input is X and output is Y. So any X value could be an input and any Y value could be an output. Basically, for this much X, you get this much Y. Think of it as a coordinate plane, right? If X is 5, and we have a point right here, let's say Y is 2, the input would be 5 and the output would be 2, right? And that would be written as 5, 2. So the input is always the X value and the output is the Y value. Very important to know. So what does this mean? Each input has one output. Okay, so what? Don't all points have an X and a Y? What's the big deal? Why is it called a function? Well, an important thing I need to mention is that a function, in a function, each input has exactly one output. And when I say one, exactly one. Not like 1 and 2 or like 3. No, it has to be exactly one output. Meaning each X value has exactly one Y value. You can't have two Y values for the same X. So what I mean is, let's say we have the point 3, 7 on a graph, and on the same graph we have the point 3, 9. This is not a function. Not a function. Why? Because the input 3 has the output 7 and 9. Right? Because our X value here is 3, but when X equals 3, Y is 7 and 9. And this is no good. That is not a function. Okay? And if it were a function, take a few seconds to think about how these 2 points, how we can change these 2 points to be a function. Okay, so one way we could do it is we could just maybe flip the numbers. So instead of 3, 9, we could do it 9, 3. That would work. Because you could have the same number as an input and an output, meaning 3 could be an X value and 3 could be a Y value. That's completely fine. But you can't have 3 with a 7 or 3 with a 9. Okay? One other thing I would like to mention is that you can have the same output for an input. Meaning, if we had for two different inputs, meaning. So if, let's say, what I'm trying to say is that you could have two different x values with the same y. Let's say we had 2, 7, and then 3, 7. This is a function. Why? Because 2 has one output, and 3 has exactly one output. However, the wrong example that I showed before would be 7, 2, 7, 3. This is not good. This is a function. This is not a function, right? Because same x value has two different y values, but over here, two different x values have the same y value. So that's okay. So this is okay, but this is not okay. Okay, now, that's all there is to know about the absolute basics of a function. So now let's test our skills. Let's play function. I will write out a set of x and y values, and you will take a minute to say if this is a function or not. Feel free to pause the video just to see. Okay, ready? This is not a function. Why? Because we have the coordinate pair 2, 1, and the coordinate pair 2, 3. This means when x equals 2, y can equal 1 or 3. And that's not good. Not a function. Okay, another example. This one should be pretty easy. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm sure you guessed it. Yes, this is a function because there are unique x values and unique y values. So no overlap. This is a function. Two more examples. This one should be just a little tricky, but I'm sure after what we covered, shouldn't be hard at all. Okay, so drum roll. Is this a function? Yes, it is. So as you can see, we have two pairs here with a y value of 0. And actually the same x too. But this shows that when x is 3, y is only equal to 0. Sure, you could have the same point twice. It's still the same point. So yes, technically this is not going to be very common. You're not usually going to see data values put out with the same point twice. But on the rare occasion that does happen and where you do see it, yes, it's still a function. Last example. It's a little different than the ones we've already done. Okay, is this a function? Yes. Yes, it is. Why? Because two inputs, like we said, can have the same output. In a completely basic function, that is totally okay, right? Because for each value of x, there's only one value of y for each value of x. It's not like we have 2 3s or 2 5s. It's okay that they all equal 2, but they're unique, and that's what matters. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped, And yeah, thank you. Bye.